A major winter storm is sweeping across the United States, stretching from the heart of the Midwest all the way to the Atlantic coast. This is not your average winter weather event. Meteorologists are calling it one of the most significant storms of the season, with the potential to disrupt daily life for millions of Americans. As the system barrels eastward, it's gathering strength, drawing in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and clashing with a powerful surge of Arctic air. The result? A dangerous mix of heavy snow, severe thunderstorms, and a surge of Arctic air that's set to transform landscapes and challenge communities. Cities that rarely see snow could be blanketed in white, while others will face relentless winds and blinding blizzard conditions. Thunderstorms embedded within the system may even bring the threat of hail and isolated tornadoes to southern regions. This isn't just a snowstorm, it's a sprawling, complex system impacting millions from the deep south to New England. From Texas to Maine, communities are bracing for a wide range of hazards. In some areas, snow will fall at rates of several inches per hour, making travel nearly impossible. In others, freezing rain and sleet will coat roads and power lines, increasing the risk of dangerous ice accumulations and widespread power outages. The storm's dual threat is clear: heavy precipitation in the form of snow, sleet, and freezing rain, combined with a dangerous blast of cold air. Winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour will create whiteout conditions and drive wind chills to dangerously low levels. Emergency officials are urging everyone to stay off the roads and prepare for rapidly changing conditions. Temperatures will plunge up to 40 degrees below average, creating life-threatening wind chills and straining infrastructure. Pipes could freeze and burst, and the demand for electricity and heating will soar. For those without adequate shelter or heat, the cold could be deadly. Local governments are opening warming centers and urging residents to check on neighbors, especially the elderly and vulnerable. The storm is already underway, fueled by Gulf moisture and Arctic air, intensifying as it moves east. Meteorologists are tracking its every move, warning that the worst impacts are yet to come. The collision of warm, moist air from the south with frigid Arctic air from the north is creating a volatile environment, perfect for rapid intensification and unpredictable shifts in precipitation type. Over the next 48 hours, expect rapid changes and hazardous conditions from the Ohio Valley to the northeast. Snow may quickly turn to sleet or freezing rain, and roads that seem passable one moment could become treacherous the next. Commuters and travelers are being advised to stay home if possible, as emergency crews work around the clock to keep roads clear and respond to accidents. For some, the challenge will be heavy snow piling up on driveways and sidewalks. For others, it will be treacherous ice or severe storms that knock out power and threaten safety. Lightning and thunder may accompany the snow in rare thunder-snow events, adding to the storm's intensity. Downed trees and power lines could leave thousands in the dark, while emergency services brace for a surge in calls. We'll break down what to expect, region by region, so you can prepare for whatever this storm brings. Make sure you have emergency supplies, stay informed with the latest weather alerts, and check in on loved ones. This is a storm that demands respect and preparation. Stay with us for the latest updates and expert guidance as this major winter storm unfolds. As this powerful winter storm barrels across the country, its snowy footprint will be vast and far-reaching. The first flakes begin to fall across the central plains, blanketing wide stretches of farmland and small towns in a shimmering layer of white. From the heartland, the storm's reach will steadily expand, pushing eastward and northward, setting the stage for a dramatic transformation of the landscape. By the time it arrives in New England, millions of people will be facing significant snow accumulation. City streets will become nearly unrecognizable under the weight of fresh snow, and neighborhoods will come alive with the sound of shovels scraping driveways and sidewalks. For many, this will be the largest snowfall of the season so far, and communities will need to work together to dig out and stay safe. The heaviest snow is expected to fall in a broad swath stretching from Kentucky through the Appalachian Mountains and into the northeast. Here, 3 to 5 inches of snow will be common, but in the higher elevations, totals could climb even higher. Mountain towns and rural communities may find themselves temporarily cut off as deep snow piles up on winding roads and mountain passes. The beauty of the snow-covered landscape will be matched only by the challenges it brings. In interior New England, especially in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, the storm's impact will be even more pronounced. These areas could see 5 to 8 inches of accumulation, with some isolated spots receiving even more. The snow will blanket forests, fields, and small towns, creating postcard-perfect winter scenes but also making travel and daily routines much more difficult. Meanwhile, around the Great Lakes, lake-effect snow will kick into high gear. In Michigan and along the lakeshore, bands of intense snowfall will add to the totals, sometimes dumping several inches in just a few hours. Residents here are no strangers to winter's fury, but even seasoned locals will need to stay alert as conditions can change rapidly. In the southern reaches of the storm, the snow will be wet and heavy, clinging to trees, power lines, and rooftops. This type of snow is notorious for causing power outages, as the weight can bring down branches and wires. Utility crews will be on high alert, working around the clock to restore service and keep communities connected. Further north, the snow will be lighter and fluffier, easily picked up by gusty winds. As Arctic air pours in behind the storm, blowing and drifting snow will reduce visibility and create hazardous travel conditions. Open fields and rural highways will be especially vulnerable to whiteouts and snowdrifts, making even short trips potentially dangerous. Across the region, travel disruptions will be widespread. Roads will become slick and treacherous, with accidents and stranded vehicles likely. Many schools will close, giving students an unexpected snow day, while snowplows and emergency crews work tirelessly to clear the way and keep people safe. Cleanup efforts will stretch on for days as communities dig out from under the storm's heavy blanket. The character of the snow will vary dramatically from place to place. Wet and heavy in the south, light and powdery in the north, deep and persistent in the mountains. But no matter where you are, the impacts of this storm will be felt across the region, leaving behind a frozen footprint that will linger long after the last flakes have fallen. While the north deals with snow, the deep south faces a severe weather threat. Warm, unstable Gulf air collides with cold air, fueling dangerous thunderstorms. The highest tornado risk is along the Florida Panhandle, with supercells possible. Damaging winds, hail, and flash flooding are also concerns. The threat shifts inland tomorrow, so cities in northern Florida and southern Georgia must stay alert. Fast-moving storms mean little time to take shelter. Have a plan and stay connected to alerts. Even non-severe storms will bring lightning and heavy rain, making travel hazardous. Between the snow to the north and rain to the south lies a narrow, dangerous ice zone. Freezing rain will hit parts of Tennessee and Kentucky tonight, with temperatures hovering near freezing. Even a thin glaze of ice can cripple travel and cause power outages. Nashville and surrounding areas could see a rapid transition from rain to ice to snow. The risk extends into North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia as cold air pushes south. A quarter-inch of ice can snap trees and power lines. Stay off roads and prepare for outages. This silent threat can be the most disruptive part of the storm. Along the Atlantic coast, this storm will bring rain, not snow, to major cities from New Jersey to Boston. Warmer ocean air keeps temperatures above freezing, so expect a cold, drenching rain. Heavy rain and gusty winds could cause urban flooding and miserable conditions. In transition zones like southeastern Pennsylvania, a mix of rain, sleet, or even thundersnow is possible. For most coastal residents, snow shovels can stay put. Flooding and wind are the main concerns. Travel will be impacted by wet roads and low visibility, but not by heavy snow. This sharp coastal divide is a classic feature of East Coast winter storms. The storm's most dangerous legacy is the Arctic air that follows. Two waves of polar air will plunge temperatures up to 40 degrees below normal. Wind chills in the Midwest and Northeast could reach -20 to -30 degrees. Major cities from Chicago to Boston will see single-digit highs and sub-zero lows. Frostbite can occur in minutes, and infrastructure will be strained. A second blast of cold arrives over the weekend, prolonging the deep freeze. The bitter cold will persist through Sunday, making recovery and cleanup hazardous. A warm-up isn't expected until next week. Prepare for a long stretch of extreme cold. Timing is key. Here's when to expect impacts. Freezing rain and ice hit Tennessee and Kentucky overnight, shifting to snow by late evening. By early Friday, heavy snow spreads into the Appalachians and mid-Atlantic, with treacherous travel for the morning commute. Rain and snow line sets up, along the I-95 corridor. Snow inland, rain on the coast. The heaviest precipitation hits Friday, with New England seeing the worst by evening. The storm exits Saturday morning, but Arctic air rushes in immediately after. The danger shifts from snow and ice to life-threatening cold for the weekend. The Southeast faces a multi-day soaking as the storm taps Gulf and Atlantic moisture. 2 to 4 inches of rain will fall from Louisiana to the Florida Panhandle, with higher amounts possible in training storms. Some drought areas will benefit, but flash flooding is a real risk in low-lying and urban spots. Rain extends into the Carolinas and Virginia, making for a dreary, damp week's end. Drivers should never cross flooded roads. Turn around, don't drown. This rain event is a major part of the storm's impact, even without snow. The storm's reach is vast, delivering different hazards to every region. The greatest danger after a winter storm isn't always the snow itself, but the extreme cold that settles in once the skies clear. Temperatures can plummet rapidly, creating life-threatening conditions for anyone caught unprepared. That's why taking the time to prepare before, during, and after a storm is absolutely vital for your safety and the safety of those around you. Start by dressing appropriately. Wear several layers of loose-fitting warm clothing, and make sure to cover all exposed skin, especially your hands, face, and ears. A wind-resistant outer layer is essential to shield you from biting gusts that can quickly lead to frostbite or hypothermia. Don't forget insulated boots and a hat. Most body heat is lost through the head and feet. Protecting your home is just as important. Letting faucets drip slightly can prevent pipes from freezing and bursting. Open cabinet doors under sinks to allow warm air to circulate around plumbing, especially on exterior walls. Make sure you know how to shut off your water supply in case a pipe does freeze and bursts, to minimize water damage. Take extra steps to insulate your home. Seal windows and doors with weather stripping or plastic film to keep the cold out and the heat in. Check your attic and basement for drafts, and add insulation if needed. These small actions can make a big difference in keeping your living space warm and your heating bills manageable. Before the storm hits, have your heating system inspected by a professional to ensure it's working efficiently. Stock up on extra fuel if you use wood, pellets, or oil. If you rely on space heaters, use them safely. Keep them away from flammable materials and never leave them unattended. Install carbon monoxide detectors on every floor, as the risk of poisoning increases when homes are sealed tight against the cold. Prepare your vehicle as well. Keep an emergency kit in your car that includes blankets, non-perishable food, bottled water, a flashlight with extra batteries, and a first aid kit. Add a small shovel, ice scraper, and sand or kitty litter for traction in case you get stuck. Make sure your gas tank is at least half full to prevent fuel lines from freezing. If you become stranded while driving, stay inside your vehicle where you're protected from the wind and cold. Run the engine for about 10 minutes every hour to stay warm, but always check that the exhaust pipe is clear of snow to prevent deadly carbon monoxide from building up inside the car. Use blankets and extra clothing to conserve body heat. Remember, winter storms can be especially dangerous for the elderly, young children, and pets. Check on your neighbors, especially those who may need extra help. Bring pets indoors well before the storm hits, and make sure they have a warm, safe place to stay. Travel will be hazardous during and after the storm. Roads may be icy, snow-covered, or blocked by fallen branches and power lines. If you must go out, let someone know your route and expected arrival time, and keep your phone charged in case of emergencies. Whenever possible, postpone travel until conditions improve and roads are cleared. Take these precautions seriously. Walk carefully on icy sidewalks. Shovel snow in short shifts to avoid overexertion, and keep your home and car stocked with essentials. Preparation and vigilance are your best defenses against the dangers of snow, ice, and bitter cold. Stay informed by monitoring weather alerts and updates from local authorities. Make a checklist of your winter preparedness tasks and review it with your family. With the right preparation, you can stay safe, warm, and ready for whatever winter brings.